What's going on, Blues Nation? Well, man, disappointing loss in this one. Losing this one 5-4 in overtime to the Toronto Maple Leafs in our first game back from the holiday break. And yeah, so we still got a point in this one, but did not get the win, unfortunately. So definitely wish we could have gotten the win. And yeah, so it was a back and forth game. We didn't even have the lead at any point in the game. And yeah, all the times we came back, we tied up. So that was good, but not enough. So Toronto would take a 1-0 lead, a goal about 3 minutes into the game, scored by Justin Hall. It's just the second of the season to make it a 1-0 Toronto, and then we would tie the game at 1. Goal scored by Callie Rosen, the defenseman, to tie it up at 1. Rosen's third of the year, assist by Logan Brown and Alexei Torchenko. The second assist for those two each, so that was heading him up at 1. But then, late in the period, the first period, with just under a minute remaining, the Maple Leafs would take a 2-1 lead, goal scored by John Tavares, longtime Islanders captain, and that would give them a 2-1 lead, his 15th this season. And then they would get a short-handed goal 5.5 minutes into the second, goal scored by Alexander Kerfoot, short-handed. So that would make it 3-1 Toronto, and then we would respond. Ryan O'Reilly with his 10th goal, assist by Braden Shen. That would get 3-2, and then Justin Falk would tie the game up 3-3 with a power play goal, his 6th. So that would tie it up 3-3. However, then Toronto will go back on top 4-3, goal scored by Kelly Yarncrook, his 7th. So that would give Toronto a 4-3 lead at the end of the second period. So we were only down by a goal heading into the final period. And Jordan Kyrou would tie the game up 4-4. Kyrou, who missed a couple games on that last road trip with a lower body injury, but it wasn't severe. And of course, he had the hat trick last Monday against Vancouver, and his 17th goal of the season to tie it up 4-4. Parayko and Thomas with the assists. And so we'll go to overtime, and the game-winning goal scored in overtime with just under a minute remaining. Goal scored by William Nylander, his 21st of the season, an unassisted goal. So, and the Maple Leafs could have won it on a penalty shot in overtime, on a penalty on Jordan Kyrou. And the penalty shot went to defenseman TJ Brody, and Johnny Benito would make the save, so the game would continue. But then Nylander with the game winner to give the Maple Leafs a 5-4 win, and they now have 50 points on the season. So, but we still got a point in this one. Bennington, 32 saves on 37 shots, and yeah, so 4 different players would record an assist. So that's good to see. So anyway, I'll be back in action Thursday night when we host the Chicago Blackhawks. I believe we faced them in November. Yeah, faced them in November. So we'll see what happens then. Then they're in last place in the Central Division, not having a good year thus far. So till then, count on Bigger saying, go Blues.